Hey guys, it's Miss Tracy with your Children in Action lesson this week. All month we've been learning about the awesome ministry of Baptist Friendship House in New Orleans, where Kay Bennett is the director. Now, one of their biggest ministries is to people who are homeless. That just means they don't have a home to live in. Many of them live on the street or in a center that allows lots of homeless people to come sleep on a mat or a cot on the floor. But have you ever heard someone say, well, why are they homeless? They should just get a job. I have a question. Can you think about some things that would be really difficult to do to help get a job if you were homeless? Maybe it would be hard to take a shower, to clean up when you went in for your interview or applied for a job. Maybe you wouldn't even have a change of clothes or nice clothes to wear every day to a job. Maybe you don't even get the newspaper if you're homeless, and you don't even have a computer if you're homeless to be able to look and find jobs easily. There are lots of things that are hard, and Kay Bennett is going to tell us in a short video some of the ways that they help.
I'm Kay Bennett. I'm Executive Director of Baptist Friendship House and a Send Relief missionary through the North American Mission Board. Our ministries are built around 1 John 3:17 and 18, which says, if you have all that you need and see someone else in need and do not reach out to them, how can the love of God be in you? Let us not love merely through words and tongues, but through action and in truth. So our mission statement simply states, meeting needs through love, action, and in truth. And we do that by basically walking alongside others and doing life with them. And so there's not many times a typical week at Friendship House, because anything can happen and anyone can walk through our doors. But we have a transitional housing program for homeless women with children, and we help women that are homeless to kind of get unstuck out of that vicious cycle that they're in. Because if you have children and you take them to a job interview, you're probably not going to get the job. If you get a job and you take your children to work with you every day, you're probably not going to keep that job. So we bring women into our transitional housing program, get the children enrolled in school or daycare, build mom skills, transition them into employment, and then help them save their money and transition them into their own housing. And I say that a lot faster than it happens, because they walk through the doors with many different issues that we help them work through and let the good Lord bring healing to them and work through their lives. We also do ministry for others that may not be in our transitional housing program. On Mondays, we're kind of setting up and getting snack packs and emergency food assistance and things like that ready, because on Tuesdays we let ladies come in and they can get showers if they're homeless or if they're in need of living in poverty. They can get showers, they can get clothing, they can get hygiene kits, snack packs, whatever they need. Some folks call that Band-Aid ministries, but I call it life-changing ministry, because I've had ladies say, hey, I've got a job interview. Can I get a shower, get cleaned up, and get some interview clothes? And that totally changes their life, because if they've been sleeping on the street in the same clothes 4 or 5 days and have not had a shower, and they go to a job interview, they're definitely not going to get that job. So that's a life-changing ministry. We also, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do our educational programs through Christian Women's Job Corps. We can take someone where they are. We do literacy training for adults that cannot read and write. We offer English as a second language. We offer the HiSET, which used to be GED, computer skills, job skills, life skills, a little bit of everything to help women gain skills to become self-sufficient. On Wednesdays, we have our psychoeducational groups, and that just looks like a group of ladies that come in. We have breakfast. They may be getting out of abusive situations, they may have addictions, they may have just come from any type of poverty level, and they come in and they're able to sit down, share what's going on in their lives. They don't feel alone because other people have experienced things they've experienced, and they're able to just pour that out, and we fill them back up with some healthy stuff, if that makes sense.
I know they make a difference in the community. I know they're very highly respected. I know people love coming here, and they feel loved and accepted, and feel like their needs are going to be met, and somebody's going to listen to them and care about them. And so it's had a real impact. This last year we were partially shut down because of renovations, and the ladies still came. Back in the spring, we couldn't come inside. We held Bible studies outside around the picnic tables. We did 3 or 4 weeks, I think, we had outside Bible studies, and they still came. And we even actually pulled in new people from the community because they'd come over and see what was going on and said, well, we didn't know this was going on here. We want to come. Kay came here as a summer missionary back, I don't know how many years ago, but she's such a blessing. She just never gives up. She's always hopeful and always positive and always encouraging and accepting. I think that's one big thing here, is that everybody's just treated alike. They're accepted.
I would like to share scripture with you that we base our ministry on. It's found in 1 John chapter 3, verses 17 through 18. In this scripture it says, if you have all that you need and you see someone else in need and do not reach out to them, how can the love of God be in you? Let us not love merely through words and tongues, but through action and in truth. Our mission statement simply says meeting needs through love, action, and in truth. And it's in ministering to people's basic physical and emotional needs that it opens the door for us to minister to the greatest need of all, which is the spiritual need, so that a life-changing relationship can begin with Jesus Christ. A lot of people walk through my doors with different issues, and many times they've experienced traumatic situations. And so meeting those basic needs helps to build trust. It says, I care about you, and building that relationships with others helps to bring healing to them, but opens the door to share Jesus and his love with them. Had a lady ring the doorbell one time, and when I got to the door, I noticed her t-shirt. It said something really ugly on it, but she needed to use our restroom, so I let her come in to use the restroom. And when she came out, I said, hey, I'll give you 2 new t-shirts out of our clothing closet if you'll let me have yours. And she was kind of excited. She thought I wanted her t-shirt, but she began to look down at her t-shirt, and she looked back up at me and she said, what does it say? You see, she could not read and write, so I was able to give her 2 new t-shirts out of our clothing closet and throw hers away. But just letting her come through the door to use our bathroom opened the door for me to find out that she could not read and write, which in teaching her to read and write opened the door for me to share Jesus with her, and he totally changed her life. So it's exciting to me to be able to make scripture come alive in people's lives and let Jesus work and change them so that they know the joy and the peace that we know as Christians. Pray for our homeless ladies that come through the center to find employment and that we can meet their needs. Pray for our human trafficking survivors as they are trying to rebuild their lives. Pray for my staff here in the center, because we see a lot of hurting people each day. So just pray for our encouragement and help, that we'll be all that God created us to be in helping others.
Your prayers make such a big difference. And I hope that you'll take the next few minutes to pray about some of the important things that Kay Bennett and the Baptist Friendship House have asked us to pray for. I love you guys. Have a great week.